What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to let you in on why I did what I did. Huge confession, and also the mindset that got me to do what I'm doing and keep on doing. My name is Sal Mariano, international motivational speaker, founder of the Hustle Academy, and self-mastery coach. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. This one's one of those deep diving videos that come out every so often. Just to show you guys around a little bit here. I am outside. It's like the sun's going down a little bit. Here, let me show you this nice cut lawn here. Makes me feel pretty good when I see stuff like this. It's got the lines. I always like the lines when they're cut properly. Nice beautiful house over there, a little dog house in the country. Good stuff, good stuff. So just to deep dive in here, and you know the deal, if you're watching this live or if you're on the replay, no problem at all. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. It's always nice to know. Sometimes there is some sound issues occasionally, but that's not going to happen in this video because we're ready to rock. So give me those thumbs up. Give me the love hearts. Really appreciate that. And also in the comments below, let me know where you're watching. It's always nice for me to see where people are watching. I love to travel, so it's nice. And when you comment below too, don't worry, because I always look at the comments. I'm always engaging, very happy to talk to you. Always feel free to send me a private message as well. All right, so here's the deal. So what I'm going to confess in this video right now. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Thank you for joining. I hope your travel is going great. I saw pictures of you in California, I think, last, and maybe Tijuana. So hope you're enjoying that. Nice to see you, Lisa. So in this video, I am going to talk about a big confession that I had that was a huge aha moment for me. Really what got me to become the person I am today, and why I'm on this journey of truth and in this self-mastery, and why I motivate, why I inspire, why I do what I do. And someone asked me just recently, a close friend of mine just asked me, she said, she was helping me kind of with like my message and things of that nature, just constant work. I'm always deep diving. I'm always going into my mind, looking internally to find answers. And I was speaking with my friend Stacy just recently, and she asked me why. She's like, why do you do it? Why are you doing this? And I think it's so profound that you know your why, or you have a deep enough meaning to your why for what you want to do in life. It's really, really important. So my why, what ended up happening with me is I grew up and I lived a life that was controlled by my surroundings. It was externally driven. So what does that mean? It means that what my friends thought, I tried to be the best at. What my family thought, I tried to be the best at. When the weather was bad, I was feeling down. It was really interesting. I grew up in kind of like this tribal mentality. And what I mean by that is my tribe affected me. My tribe, the people I spent time with, affected me directly. So, I hung out with, people that would be really healthy and then that wouldn't be really healthy. And it drastically affected my life. I hung out with people that had values when it came to money and work ethic, and it drastically affected my life. And there was one day where I was out really late doing things I was not supposed to be doing, being young and reckless, and I woke up the next day and I said, what is going on? What is the point of all this? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why do I work? Why do I live? Why do I breathe? I kept asking myself, why? I'm like, why do I do this? What is the point of living, right? And I really thought about that. I said, what is the point? Am I supposed to work for the rest of my life? Am I supposed to do something that I don't want to do for the rest of my life? Why do I feel like partying and staying up late? Why is that adding value to my life? Why is eating crappy foods adding value to my life? Why is hanging out with everyone that I possibly can because I'm a connector? Why is that adding value in my life? Why? I just asked myself over and over and over, why? What is the point? And when I asked so much, I finally started to get a peek a little peek of what I love about life. And it was the most amazing thing, because when I did that, something happened to me. Something happened to me that was so fucking cool, and I'll never forget it. For the first time in my life, I actually looked inside instead of outside, and I asked myself what I like, what I want to do. And it's hard to say, but let's just say at the age of 9, I was able to take money and go and order myself a coffee by myself, right? So we'll use 9. So at age 9, I could stand on my own 2 feet and order a coffee with money that I earned or that I was given to by my parents. And here's the cool part. I, for over 15 years, never actually thought or knew that I could look back into myself. I had no idea that there was a world out there that you could control. I thought that it was, you did what everyone wanted to, you did what everyone else wanted you to do, and you tried to stay in, you tried to like almost live through the rules of others and just be a good person, put a smile on, and then that was it. And I'm honestly going to tell you straight up that if I didn't hit, like, some people say it was a rock bottom. Look, it was definitely some sort of bottom that I hit. It was something that, it was a wake-up call. It was a call that was like, hey, Sal, what is it? Why are you doing this? So I started to pick up a book. What I did was, the first thing that I did was picking up a book. I was like, I got to read. I didn't read a book. My first book that I've ever read, and the only one that I read up until this point, was I believe I was maybe 13 years old, and yeah, it was right around there. I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because I loved like these fairy tales, these old, like the magic and things like that, similar to Game of Thrones, that style. I loved that. It got my imagination pumping, and I was always a pretty imaginative kid, and that was the only book that I ever read until I hit this wake-up call. So you're talking almost over 10 years that passed before I picked up another book. Isn't it funny that they say the average person reads 1 book a year, but the average CEO reads 50 a year, or 1 or 2 a month, I believe, which skews the math a little bit. But it's very interesting. So maybe you could take that as a golden nugget. So I started to read. I read a book. I started reading Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And what it was beautiful about it was it allowed me to expand my mind to say that I no longer had to work for money. I could make money work for me. I had no idea. I was like, wait a minute. I never even heard that before. I thought I was supposed to get up, go to work my ass off, and then get a paycheck. And then I'd make money and I have bills and I'd pay my bills. And the cycle goes on. 9 to 5, late nights, whatever it was, hustling, whatever. So I started to think about that, and I remember reading that book, and every book that I've read from that point on, I ended up reading over 46 books that year. It was amazing. It was just like this total thing. Look, a lot of them were audiobooks, a lot of them were tangible books that you could open up and read. Some of them were smaller books, but still, I fed my mind with all this information. And the more I did that, the more I started to understand what I love. And I said to myself, holy shit. I'm like, there have to be people out there that were just like me, that are living their lives and just need this little teeny glimpse that they can make choices in their lives by looking in instead of out. That's what started this whole thing for me. I woke up every morning, fired up, super excited about life. I woke up every morning, I'm like, what's next? My diet, my exercise, my mindset, my meditation, my reading, my visualization, all this stuff, right? All this personal development stuff, all the looking inside and growing and building. And I remember hearing a speech from Napoleon Hill, and he was talking about how the word educate, the Latin derivative, has something to do with looking in and learning from the inside. So it's interesting because my whole life, it's like you have to educate yourself, right? Education, I attach to schooling, college, and different things of that nature, structure, all this structure that really didn't work well with me when the word educate really means to view internally. Wild, right? So yeah, you're right. You do need to educate because you need to understand what it is that you love about life Because once you understand what it is that you love about life, then you can start having some type of compass, some type of true north of where you want to go and what you want to do. This euphoria, this amazing feeling that I hit, I was like, I have to do something with this. Now, little did I know I was actually going to turn it into some type of business, which I was afraid because I was like, okay, well, now if I put a title on this, is it going to skew my ability? And I will be honest with you, it did. It did. Once I put a title on my passion, it screwed with my delivery. It screwed with my performance, and that's why I'm giving you this confession. When you look internally, when you view internally, and when you work on yourself, know that it's still your choice. You know, you may have heard people say, hey, just be you. People have said that to me over the last couple of weeks, and I've literally been like, wow, what is that? And I take a deep breath, right? Nice big deep breath, expand the lower diaphragm, and I'm like, just be you. That's so freeing, right? It's like breathing. It's like breathing. Like, you don't have to show up for anyone a certain way. You just have to show up for yourself. And that goes back to why I do this, what I did. So fast forward, over the last year and a half was one of the most incredible years of my life. Emotionally, physically, business-wise, education, all these different feelings of learning up and down, books, experiences. I traveled the world. I meditated with a monk that meditated he devoted his life for 30 years to meditate, and I got to have a conversation with him and hang with him and meditate under a waterfall, a natural waterfall with him, right? I traveled the world. I did it. I did it because I followed my heart. I did it because I knew by looking inside, I was able to make choices that I thought were so far off the path for my life. So what happened, right? So I decided that I needed to figure out how to send this message to the world. I needed to figure out what I could do to share what I learned about looking in to people that were just where I was, that were right there. Who are you? You know who you are? This is who you are. You wake up every day, every single day you wake up and you're like, man, you know what? I know I'm fucking meant for more. I know that there's more to life than this, what I'm doing. I'm waking up every day, but I know I got more. I know I have something more. I did that for years. I did it for years. I woke up like that and I drowned it with overindulgence in relationships, overindulgence in drinking, overindulgence in smoking, overindulgence in exercise, overindulgence in eating, overindulgence in sleeping. I tried so much to fill this void inside of me with things that were externally driven, when all I needed to do was look inside and know that you can make a choice and you control the outcome of your choice. You do that. That's you. So you don't need to drink substantially to find the heightened euphoria of life. All you do is look in little by little, day by day, and you start to ask questions and you start to say, what is it that I love? Why do I love this life? What is it that I want? What can I provide for this life? What is it that I'm good at? And I'm telling you right now, that's where I am. I'm here to help you realize that what you can do, what your gift is, can truly be shared with the world right now. You don't need money. You don't need anything. You don't need the perfect body. You don't need the perfect diet. You need you and the desire to do what you were always meant to do. Look at this right now. I'm on Facebook, okay? Facebook has provided, if you have a cell phone and you have a Facebook account, which doesn't cost that much money nowadays, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cool ways that you can get this, you can share your message with the world. So what is your message, right? Do you need money to share your message? I'll tell you a little secret about me. My message was becoming skewed and it was becoming off track because all I thought about was, how can I make money doing this? And look, I know money is a big thing. I'm not saying you shouldn't make money, okay? There's bridge jobs, there's side hustles, there's all these different avenues that you can generate money to pay bills. But you don't need to say, I have to make money doing this to share your passion with the world. If you keep doing what you were meant to do, the money, the fame, the status, whatever these materialistic things that you maybe look for, maybe if you're like me, you use them as crutches, when you're feeling low and down, they come, and then you don't need it. Your problems won't be wealth. Your problems won't be these materialistic things. Once you start looking inside of yourself, figuring out what it is that you truly love and you truly want to share in this world, once you share that on a daily basis and you keep working on that, you change the world. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or not. You can be a millionaire if you want to be a millionaire. But me, I'd rather pursue the pursuit of happiness than have it skewed by a job that I don't like, by people, surrounding myself with people that do not serve me, by picking up bad habits that do not serve me. My excitement, my breath, my energy, it comes from motivating and supporting and serving those around me so that they understand that they can become whatever and whoever they want. That's what I do. It doesn't matter. It's not a specialized service in X, Y, and Z. It's simply that I believe in you and I know you can do it because I did the same thing. I left the job that wasn't serving me, right? I learned a hell of a lot there. If I didn't go to that job, I wouldn't be here now. I've had jobs up and down. They're all learning experience, right? It's okay. Look, and here's the thing. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying start looking internally so that you can create a better life for yourself and those around you. A really great and powerful coach once said to me, if you serve everyone, you serve no one. So if you find yourself constantly serving others and not serving yourself, you're doing a disservice not only to yourself, but to the world. The world, the universe, just wants you in your highest vibration. What does that mean? That's like personal development jargon. The world wants you in your best form. What is your best form? Your best form is you breathing and being true to yourself and just being you every single day. That's what it wants. That's what people are drawn to. People are drawn to that level of comfort, that level of foundation, that level of confidence that you know that you don't have to be the most muscly dude in the room. You don't have to be the fastest runner on the team. You don't have to be the smartest guy on the meeting board. You don't have to be the richest dude in the circle. You don't have to do that because you can do what you want and not what other people want. So I'll just touch on this a little bit. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are in alignment with what you love to do. If you love to create pottery, go to pottery groups and don't be competitive about why you think you're better or worse. Join in, learn, and collaborate and know that you're around people that love doing pottery. If you like exercising, hang around with people that love exercise, that love health, that are health conscious. They think health and they are health conscious thinkers. If you want to hang around, if money, I'll tell you this, I went down this road. If you want to be rich with money, surround yourself with people that make 3 times the amount that you do. And within 3 to 6 months, watch what happens to your whole aura, your whole energy. See, what I'm getting at is it's not as hard as we make it. It's really not as hard as we make it. And I know because I went and found money. I tried. I went down there. I said, you know what, Sal? If you go make money, you'll have options. But I was neglecting myself. I was getting stressed out. I was becoming overweight. I got really depressed, really upset. And why? It wasn't serving me. This right now is serving me because I love doing this. This is like breathing. I get to sit here and share the adversity and the challenges that I went through so that you don't have to. I'm here for you. I'm here for the world. Whether you're watching this live or on the replay, this is what I'll do. This is what I do, and I'm never stopping. Right? I speak the truth. This is it. And I encourage you to speak your truth. And that's the most important thing. My confession today is that I had the guts to finally look in instead of out. And when I did, my entire life changed. And when I did, I created all these steps, these amazing morning routines and rituals. I started hanging around with people that were doing the same thing. I started learning about myself in ways that you could never even imagine. Life became spiced up. I do that, I relate it to food because you ever have bland food and you need to throw a little salt and pepper on it and spice it up? That's what I did with my life, and you can do the same thing. What do? I wake up every day. You know what I do? I wake up every day and I call the people that I love and they support me. Up, down, left, or right, they support me. They say, Sal, you going live today? Sal, how's going to the gym? Sal, how is your eating? Sal, what's making you happy? Have you met someone? What's going on? Fully supported in all 360 degrees. I have absolutely so much gratitude for the people around me, but I chose to make that step just like you can. I chose to make that step. You know what I'm doing on Saturday? On Saturday, sneak peek. If you've made it this far through the video, here's a sneak peek. I attempted to start a podcast before I left last year on my big trip around the world. It didn't work. I then attempted it a second time to start a podcast with my good friend Pierce Datweiler, another amazing coach in this world, crushing this world. Didn't happen. He's off starting his own podcast, kicking ass. So proud of him. Saturday, I will have launched 2 episodes. It took me a year to do this, and I'm supported by those around me. So I'm getting to live my dream of creating a podcast and having a voice. I'm living my dream of creating a Facebook Live business page and having a voice. I'm living my dream by traveling in January to the UK to go on a workshop tour and a motivational speaking tour. It's going to happen no matter what. I'm putting my foot down. This is what I love to do. All right? I don't have scripts. I don't have a lot of structure. It's not the way I'm born. It's not the way I'm created. I live so passionately for who I am and what I do. I work so hard on myself, and it's all for love that it comes pouring out. There is nothing in my hands. There was no preparation for this except me living in my power and sharing the truth about who I am. That's it. So for you people who are like, you need to have a plan, you need to do this, you need to do that, let me give you the best advice that I could ever give anyone. Here's free coaching. Just do it. Just do it. Jump off the cliff and find your wings along the way. Do not try and find wings, the perfect this, the perfect flight pattern. There's no such thing as perfection because of the weight we put on that word, but I'll tell you what is perfect. You are just the way you are right now, right at this very moment. You are fucking perfect in every way. And no one can take that away from you. No one. Because you are. All right. Do me a favor. If you're still watching this, drop in comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to see if you're following your dream. Oh, look at that. There's one of my family's dogs right there. Beautiful. Remy. All right. If this resonated with you, let me know. Say, give me thumbs up. Give me the O face. The O faces crack me up. Give me hearts. Let me know where you're watching this from. Look, this is all from my heart. I'm not looking to get your email addresses. I'm not looking to get anything. I just want to share the love and empower you to do the same thing. Inspiring you is breathing for me. It creates a better life for me, and hopefully it creates a better life for you. And while this whole 360 view is going on, the world is a better place. There's some fucked up shit going on in the world right now, but there's also some amazing stuff going on in the world, in your world right now. You just have to look at it. You just have to find it. Value your time, value who you are, value the vessel at which we walk through this life with, this right here, and do not be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid. Be you. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, loves, hearts, all the support. Let me know. Drop me a PM if this hits you a certain way. If you have any questions about what I do or how I do things, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Mwah. See you later, everyone.